Welcome to my YouTube automotive channel. In today's video I have a 2012 Dodge Grand Caravan and I will show you how to remove and replace the small backup camera. This video will apply to Dodge Grand Caravans made from 2011 all the way up to 2019. Okay, now to remove the camera, you will actually have to remove this complete plastic assembly, and you can do that from the inside of the liftgate. So you will have to remove the inside door panel and then a couple of screws to get this off, and then you will get access to the camera and be able to remove it and replace it. You can start by raising the liftgate. And the first couple of screws you will have to remove will be right here. They're all Phillips. I'm not sure if you can see it, but you will need a Phillips screwdriver. I can turn the flash on my phone. I'm not sure if that will help. It's quite sunny outside. So you have one here, one down here, one here, and one here. Okay, and these are the Phillips screws you have to remove. Okay, so once you have these screws out, you still cannot pop off this panel because it's gonna be held here by this smaller panel right here. So what you want to do, just want to pop out this small portion of the panel to release this piece, so you don't have to remove all this assembly. I'll show you now. So you can use a plastic trim remover. If you don't have one, you can use a flat screwdriver. Just be careful not to make any scratches. So you just want to get under here and pretty much pop it off, right? Now you can remove this piece, right? You will do the same thing on the other side now. Okay, just like that. And now the next thing to do, you have to pop out this big piece, which is again held by a bunch of plastic trim screws. So all you have to do, you have to go all around it and pop it off. Okay, so I've got a couple of these out so you can see how they look. So these plastic trim screws, pins are inside these holes. So what you want to do, just want to go all around and gently pry down. You might have to use a bit of force. Even if you break a few of these, they're easily replaceable. You can buy them at pretty much any car parts store. Just go all around and detach it. Okay, so once you have this piece off, next thing you want to do, just want to disconnect this interior light. Now to do that, first you'll have to push out this red safety pin and then just press onto this black tab and unplug it. Once you have removed this plastic, now you will get access to a bunch of screws holding that plastic piece which is mounting the camera. Now to start, you want to remove one screw inside here. Okay, I'll turn on the flash again on my phone. So 10mm screw here, 10mm screw here. You want to remove these two screws and you'll have two more on the other side, one here and one here. So 6 10mm screws. Okay, and these are the 10mm screws. Bigger ones are for the liftgate handle and smaller ones just the mounting screws. Okay, so the next thing you will do, you will have two 10mm nuts to remove. This is the first nut, the black one, and the second one is just under this this piece. So what you want to do, you want to pry this small pin out right here and possibly remove this Phillips screw. And then you'll be able to remove this enough to get access to the nut. Okay, so this one right here just pops out, right? And this one is a simple Phillips screw. Okay, and by popping this off, you have just enough space to squeeze your tools inside to remove that hidden nut. Once you have both of these nuts off, you will do the same thing on the other side as well. Now, there's nothing holding this piece here anymore, right? Okay, now the next thing you want to do, you just want to remove this cable from the liftgate handle. Now I have to use both of my hands to do this, but I'll show you how to do it. You'll need the small pliers. You just have to press onto the small tabs here on this side, and then with your other hand pull the cable out. And once you do that, you can remove this small ball out as well and completely detach it, because this is a part of the piece you'll be removing. Okay, so I got it out, you see, and now just remove the ball. That's it. Okay, now once that is disconnected, now there is nothing else. There's no more screws to remove, but unfortunately there is still a bunch of plastic clips holding this piece. So you see here, there is one clip here and one clip here. So what you will do, you will again use your pliers to push these clips in and then push out, right? And you'll have a couple of these and a couple of these white ones, you see? Same thing, you'll have to push these tabs together with the pliers and then push it out. That's the only way to remove this plastic outside piece. But it's not a big deal, even if you break a few of these, because honestly there is like 8 screws holding this plastic piece together. So I'm not even sure why they have so much of this, but it is what it is. Okay, so this is what you will do, right? Use the pliers, push the pins together, and then with your other hand pull the plastic cover off. Okay, see, once you push those pins, this will be released. There was one here, and I removed one here as well, you see. Yeah, it's a pain, but that's the only way to remove it. Once you have all those pins out, and I'm sorry, you don't have to remove these black ones. This is for the license plate, it's my bad. So you just have 2 white ones on each side. Now the next thing you want to do, you just want to disconnect the camera, right? So there is a small black pin right here. You want to press it and pull it out. And then you want to guide this wire out through here, right? To completely remove it. And that's it. Okay, so this is the piece that we just removed. And now you just have to disconnect the camera. There's one more connector right here. And remove 2 screws actually as well. As you can see on my car, this is completely rusted out. I hope I'll be able to remove those 2 screws. They are supposed to be Torx T20, so you will need a Torx screwdriver to remove these 2 guys. And you will have to disconnect this connector here as well. And let me see, to do this, first you have to pull out, you see this red security clip, and then just push onto this black tab and disconnect it. So what I will do, I will use a bit of electrical contact cleaner to help myself, you know, to get all the mud off, and then to disconnect this. So the problem with this is it was never removed in the past, and this is an 11-year-old vehicle, and now your goal is not to remove it without breaking anything. So to remove this red safety clip, you just want to push it with your screwdriver a bit out, and now I should be able to disconnect this. I'll have to use both of my hands, but this is the idea. Okay, once you have disconnected this, next thing to do, you have to remove these 2 screws. As you can see, the thread is quite damaged here. These screws are rusted out. They're supposed to be Torx T20. So I will use a bit of WD-40 or whatever to try and remove those screws. Okay, So I got those two rusted screws out somehow. One broke, but doesn't really matter. And this is the camera, right? And this is how you can remove it. And now the same way you can install your new camera. Okay, so what I did, this is my replacement camera, right? I got it from a car salvage. That was the cheapest option because new ones are just too expensive. Your other option is trying to go aftermarket. I paid these 10 bucks on my local car salvage, and dealership wanted like 500 or 600, so that's a no-brainer for me. And when you are on a salvage, you don't really have to be careful not to break anything. You just tear through everything and pull this out in 5 minutes, right? And there's a bunch of Dodge Grand Caravans on the car salvage with good cameras, so it fits from 2011 to 2019. Okay, that's it. Thank you for watching. I hope this video was helpful and educational. If it was, please like it and consider subscribing to my YouTube automotive channel. On my channel there is lots of how-to videos, do-it-yourself videos, car reviews, product reviews, and other similar automotive topics.